Lesson: Avoiding ambiguities in contracts. Avoiding ambiguities in contract drafting is a critical skill for any legal professional, as ambiguous language can lead to costly disputes, misunderstandings, and ultimately, litigation. The essence of contract drafting lies in creating documents that clearly convey the intentions of the parties involved, ensuring that there is no room for misinterpretation. This requires a meticulous approach to language, structure, and content. Ambiguities in contracts often arise from vague language, inconsistent terms, and assumptions that parties will interpret terms in the same way. One actionable strategy to avoid these pitfalls is the use of precise and unambiguous language. Legal drafters should always prioritize clarity over complexity. For instance, instead of using the term reasonable efforts, which can be interpreted in various ways, specify the actions expected, such as, the seller shall deliver the goods by courier within 3 business days. This level of specificity eliminates subjectivity and provides clear expectations for all parties. Another practical tool to prevent ambiguities is the use of definitions. By defining key terms within the contract, drafters can ensure that all parties have a shared understanding of the terms being used. For example, if a contract repeatedly uses the term business day, it should be defined within the contract as any day other than a Saturday, Sunday, or federal holiday in the United States. This definition prevents any potential confusion about what constitutes a business day. A framework that contract drafters can employ is the 4 corners rule, which emphasizes that the contract should be interpreted based solely on the text within its 4 corners, without reference to external evidence. This principle underscores the importance of including all relevant details within the contract itself. To implement this framework effectively, drafters should ensure that the contract is comprehensive, covering all possible scenarios that could arise during the performance of the contract. This might include contingencies for delays, specifications for acceptable goods or services, and procedures for dispute resolution. Illustrative examples from past cases highlight the importance of avoiding ambiguities. In the case of Wood v. Lucy, Lady Duff Gordon, the court had to interpret an ambiguous contract and inferred an obligation of best efforts where the contract was silent on the issue. This case underscores the risks associated with leaving terms undefined or implied, as courts may interpret them in ways that do not align with the parties' intentions. To further enhance clarity, legal professionals should adopt a step-by-step process for reviewing and revising contracts. First, conduct a thorough analysis of each clause, identifying any potential ambiguities or inconsistencies. Next, revise the language to ensure precision, using active voice and avoiding jargon or technical terms that could be misinterpreted. Third, validate the definitions used throughout the document, ensuring they are consistent and comprehensive. Finally, engage in peer review, allowing another legal professional to examine the contract for clarity and completeness. Incorporating templates and checklists can also be a valuable resource for contract drafters. Templates provide a starting point that includes standardized language for common clauses, reducing the risk of overlooking essential elements. Checklists ensure that all crucial components of a contract are addressed, such as parties' obligations, payment terms, warranties, indemnities, and termination clauses. Utilizing these tools can streamline the drafting process while maintaining a high standard of clarity and precision. Statistics reinforce the importance of precise contract drafting. A study published in the Journal of Empirical Legal Studies found that ambiguous contract language was a significant factor in nearly 65% of contract litigation cases examined. This statistic highlights the tangible risks associated with poor drafting practices and underscores the necessity for legal professionals to hone their skills in this area. In addition to these strategies, contract drafters should remain vigilant about the potential for cultural and linguistic differences to contribute to ambiguities. In international contracts, where parties may come from different legal and cultural backgrounds, it is crucial to ensure that the language and terms used are universally understood. This might involve using internationally recognized standards, such as the International Chamber of Commerce's Incoterms, to define trade terms clearly and consistently. Furthermore, technology can be leveraged to enhance clarity and reduce ambiguities. Contract management software often includes features such as automated clause libraries, consistency checks, and collaborative drafting platforms. These tools can help ensure that contracts are drafted with precision and are consistent across different documents and parties. Ultimately, avoiding ambiguities in contracts is not merely a technical skill, but an art that requires attention to detail, a deep understanding of language, and the ability to anticipate potential areas of misunderstanding. By implementing the strategies outlined above, legal professionals can significantly reduce the risk of disputes and create contracts that serve the best interests of all parties involved. To summarize, avoiding ambiguities in contracts is a multifaceted process that necessitates precise language, comprehensive definitions, adherence to frameworks like the Four Corners Rule, and the use of practical tools such as templates and checklists. Real-world examples and statistics underscore the importance of these practices, demonstrating their effectiveness in preventing disputes and ensuring that contracts are clear and enforceable. By continuously refining these techniques, legal professionals can enhance their proficiency in contract drafting and provide greater value to their clients.